Our next story comes from London. Britain's intelligence agency MI5 has issued a new alert to members of Parliament, warning that operatives linked to China's Ministry of State Security have been posing as headhunters and recruiters, using professional network sites, make contact with people working in and around Parliament. The espionage alert, circulated by the speakers of both houses, says Chinese state-affiliated individuals have been approaching lawmakers and staff at scale, often through LinkedIn profiles that appear to represent legitimate companies. MI5 says these approaches aim to gather sensitive information and shape political activity in the UK.
Our intelligence agencies have warned that China is attempting to recruit and cultivate individuals with access to sensitive information about Parliament and the UK government. MI5 have stated that this activity is being carried out by a group of Chinese intelligence officers, often masked through the use of cover companies or external headhunters.
Security Minister Dan Jarvis also told the Parliament that the warning points to a covert, calculated attempt by a foreign government to interfere in the country's political process. He added that Britain will launch a new counter-espionage plan to address the threat.
Let me speak plainly. This activity involves a covert and calculated attempt by a foreign power to interfere with our sovereign affairs in favour of its own interests, and this government will not tolerate it.
The warning comes just weeks after a high-profile espionage case collapsed. Prosecutors dropped charges against 2 British nationals accused of passing information to Beijing, saying the government had not provided the evidence required to classify China as a legal enemy under the Official Secrets Act. Prime Minister Keir Starmer rejected claims that he was downplaying security concerns, pointing out that definitions used in the case were put in place by the previous government. The Chinese embassy in London dismissed the allegations, calling the claims fabricated and accusing the UK of damaging bilateral relations. The controversy has intensified debate over how the UK should manage its security while maintaining economic ties with China. And it comes just as the government prepares to decide whether to approve a new Chinese embassy complex in London, a proposal some critics say could carry additional security risks. In a separate update last month, MI5 also revealed that fake job advertisements had been used online to try to lure British professionals into sharing confidential information. As the UK confronts a rise in alleged espionage activity, the government and security services say they are working to strengthen safeguards around Parliament to ensure foreign interference is detected and disrupted before it takes hold.
They promised glory. They delivered fear. They shaped nations. They scarred generations. From brutal purges to propaganda machines, from stolen power to violent falls from the throne. Welcome to The Dictator, a series that strips away the myth and then exposes the men behind the tyranny. History remembers their power. Firstpost reveals their truth.